Alright, hey guys, remember CCG back in the video. With this, I'm bringing you guys some 3 combos using the new Monarch support. So we're going to get started here with a 2.5 card combo. Called by the Grave is just going to be the card that we're going to discard here. So we're going to activate our Rebellion of the Monarchs. So this card is the powerful new card. If you guys haven't seen me talk about the new card, it's going to be in the top right corner. But here you can discard 1 card, reveal 3 monsters with 800 or 2400 attack or more attack and 1000 defense from your deck. Your opponent chooses 1 for you to add to your hand and you send the rest to the grave. It's very similar to Pantheism here, but with buffer monsters here. So that's exactly what we're going to do, and we're going to get our Tessera. So then here, Tessera's effect will go off. When it's sent to the graveyard, it's going to let us special summon out one of the squires, and so we're going to get out Edea here. Uses effect in order to bring out Eidos. Activate the effect of Eidos here. So we're going to use the effect of Rebellion of the Monarchs in order to bring out the Tessera. So now we can tribute summon using the effect of Eidos here. It gives us an extra summon in the form of a tribute summon. We're going to get out Ether the Heavenly Monarch. Use the effect here to send 2 Monarch spells or traps with different names from your hand and our deck to the graveyard. And we're also going to add our Rebellion back to our hand. Then at this point, we're going to summon out Eidos, the Underworld Monarch, which is one of the brand new cards as well. If this card is normal or special summon, you can add 1 Monarch spell or trap or 1 monster with 2800 attack, 1000 defense from your deck or graveyard to your hand. So you can see this card is very powerful. It's just super flexible for the deck. And we're going to get the Monarch's Erupt. Activate this card only if you have no cards in your extra deck and you control a tribute summon monster. Negate the effects of all face-up monsters on the field. So this is really going to set us up here. Now we're going to activate the effect of Pantheism here in order to get our Tenacity. Then we're also going to get our Erebos and activate the effect of Tenacity here in order to search out the domain of the True Monarchs. Activate the Field Spell here. Then use the effect in order to get ourselves our Erebus by reducing its levels. Then we're going to pitch 2 spells and traps in the form of Scheme and Pantheism in order to make sure that our opponent has to shuffle 1 card from their hand back into their deck. And then we can activate the Prime Monarch in order to get it onto the board. And then also get ourselves the Edea here, just showing you guys that we're able to do that. But otherwise, it's a pretty insane setup because we do have Domain of the True Monarchs. While you have no cards in your extra deck and you're the only player that controls the tribute summon monster, your opponent cannot special summon monsters from the extra deck. So it's locking them out in that way. And then the Monarch's Erupt here is super powerful as you can activate this card only if you have no cards in your extra deck and you control a tribute summon monster. You can negate the effects of all face-up monsters in the field. Pretty annoying for your opponent to have to deal with. It's honestly very toxic, but this is just kind of what Monarchs does. They're just able to get out these monsters and it's going to be super annoying. But otherwise, Tessera here, it does have a graveyard. When it's into the graveyard, you can special summon 1 monster with 800 attack or 1000 defense from your deck. So we have that as backup, and we also have our Heavenly Squire here. If this card is sent to a graveyard, you can target one of your banished Monarch spells and traps and add it to your hand. So we have some options here in case we do get our board removed. We can kind of we have some comeback plays that are built in for the deck. But otherwise, let's go to the second combo that I have for you guys. Before I continue the video, I just wanted to let you guys know that I have a Patreon where you can help support the channel while also influencing the content I create. The link will be in the description, so make sure to check it out. Okay, so the second combo that I have for you guys is a 3-card combo here, but we're going to be using Foolish Burial in order to pitch something. So we're going to get started. We're going to activate our Foolish Burial in order to pitch the new Squire, which is Tessera. Activate the effect of Tessera here in order to special summon out the Heavenly Squire. Then Heavenly Squire here is going to get out Eidos. Eidos. Then we're going to use the effect here. That's just going to give us another tribute summon. It's just like a continuous effect here. And then we can activate Return of the Monarchs. Use the effect here in order to get ourselves the Ether the Heavenly Monarch. Activate its effect. And because we did tribute summon, we can use Return of the Monarch in order to search out Majesty's Fiend. And now we can pitch 2 cards in order to special summon out our Eidos the Underworld Monarch. Activate the effect of Eidos here, get ourselves our domain. Then we can get ourselves the domain of the True Monarchs and culmination of the Monarchs. Activate Domination, get ourselves Majesty's Fiend onto the board, and also get culmination of the Monarchs. And so here, this is the basic setup, as we have a domain of the True Monarchs where you have no cards in your extra deck and you're the only player that controls a tribute summon monster. Your opponent cannot special summon from the extra deck. So locked out of the extra deck. Cannot be special summoned. Neither player can activate monsters with effects. Neither player can activate monster effects. Very disruptive. And then culmination of the Monarchs. If they do manage to get something out, Then we do have our Prime Monarch here that we can activate, and in case something does get sent here, then we can activate that as well. Use combination of the Monarchs, possibly just to banish whatever's on the board, or to put it on top of the deck. It's just super disruptive and pretty annoying setup here for your opponent. That's going to be pretty difficult for them to break, to be honest, if they didn't have the hand traps to kind of stop this. Alright guys, so the third and final combo that I have for you is using Yugioh and Aether, the Heavenly Monarch. So we're going to activate the effect of Yugioh, or we're going to normal summon it and then activate its effect in order to get ourselves our Tessera. Activate the effect of Tessera here, and we're going to tribute summon into Aether. Activate Aether's effect and the Tessera here in order to special summon out Eidos. We're going to pitch our Prime Monarch and the Pantheism and get ourselves the Eidos, the 2400 attack one. Activate both of their effects, get ourselves combination of the Monarchs. So you can either get combination of the Monarchs or the other card that is just going to negate their board. Either way, it's pretty disruptive. Then get our Domain. And yeah, this will be the setup. It's a simple 2-card combo, nothing too crazy, but we do have Domain. We have our combination of the Monarchs, and then if you fill up your grave with a bunch of things, spells and traps, you're going to be able to use this multiple times, continuously just removing things on the board, or to make your opponent discard a card at random from their hand, which is pretty annoying for them to have to deal with. Otherwise, you could just run the other card that we used in the previous combo to just negate their board, and it's a lot more simple setup that doesn't require as many spells and traps to be in the graveyard. But otherwise, I hope this gives you an idea of what this deck is going to do. It looks like it's just Monarch kind of being Monarch again, but being a lot more effective at it and having a lot more safety nets. But yeah, it looks like this is going to be an annoying deck to have to deal with, and I guess we'll see how that goes. But if you guys enjoyed the video, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and all that. And if you have other combos, let me know in the comments down below. I'm always down to hear them. I'll see you guys next time. Thank you for watching.